Hi, I'm Charles Ellison, Civil 3D designer and trainer at AutoCAD Civil3Dtraining.com. Now today we'll be learning about point styles in Civil 3D 2020. Now point styles give us visual control over points that are either imported from survey data or created during the design phase. We'll look at how to work with our point default settings to automate the process of creating new fire hydrant locations and elevations. When we're establishing existing conditions, it really starts with knowing how Civil 3D handles points. We have to go back to basic geometry when we're working with points in Civil 3D. So what is a point? Geometry points are zero-dimensional, meaning they don't have volume, area, length, or any other dimension. Although if geometry points are zero-dimensional, how do you define or visually display a point? Many times we're used to X marks the spot, but as soon as we mark the spot, the point is no longer zero-dimensional. When we draw points with survey or existing conditions, they typically fall within two categories: points that identify a linear shape or points that identify objects. Points that identify a linear shape can include curb lines, corners of buildings, or a center line of a road. Having an X marks the spot point isn't as critical for a linear shape as it is for identifying objects. Points that identify objects include marking the location of trees, manholes, utility poles, and different structures. These points symbolize the object you're marking, so it really should resemble the structure the point is identifying. Displaying something visually in Civil 3D goes back to our styles, so we'll take a look at that in this video. Point styles control the visual look of the point marker, or the X. I'm in the 0301 point styles drawing, and you'll notice that I already have a line drawn, and we're going to create some points within this drawing. So first, go to the Home ribbon and to the Create Ground Data panel. Now under the points, there are many different means to create points in this drawing. Let's choose the most popular option, Point Creation Tools. We get a little panel right here. Click these two chevrons to maximize it. I'm going to open this up just a little bit more so we can see what we're doing here. Now this new panel right here gives us the same options as this little drop down gives us. On the far left, we're going to create points manually. Now whenever we click on this chevron, if we expand it out, it gives us a list of all of our command settings for point creation. Now do you remember when we were working with command settings within the Settings tab for the drawing itself? Now you're starting to see how these command settings all come into play, right? They control the default layer of points, as well as the default styles. If I expand out point creation, you'll notice we have some controls when we're creating a point. Now for this drawing, it's set so that we won't be prompted for an elevation. See how right now it's set to automatic rather than manual? We've got that set to automatic, and we have a elevation set for that default, which is 100. So we won't be prompted for an elevation as we're creating our points. Again, that means that Civil 3D will always enter a default elevation of 100 with every point that I create. I can change this option at any time and have it prompt for elevations by choosing manual. We can also do this with point descriptions. Right now it's set to automatic. We can also set that to manual, but I'm going to leave that on automatic. And you'll notice that we have a default description of FH for fire hydrant. Once all of these command settings have been taken care of, we can go ahead and create our new point. We'll have a point with a number assigned to it with an FH description with an elevation of 100. Let's click this option to bring it back to automatic. Let's collapse this chevron. Let's go over to the far left and manually create a point. You'll see in our command line that it's asking us to please specify a location for the new point. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and turn on my object snap by typing in F3. And I'm going to change some of the settings here. Right now we've got it set to endpoint. I'm going to leave it just like that. Click that first point. And you'll see how it automatically gives us a point number 1, elevation of 100, and a description of FH for fire hydrant. Let's go ahead and do that for the next point. I'm going to type in END for endpoint instead. You can do that as well. There's lots of ways of doing things in Civil 3D. And you'll see now we have a point number 2 with the same elevation and the same description. And you'll notice that I wasn't prompted for any point information. The description and elevation were automatically added. If you'd like to learn more about Civil 3D workflow tips and tricks, visit AutoCAD Civil3D Training.com and be sure to sign up for future video notifications or click subscribe on our YouTube channel. Again, my name is Charles Ellison. Take care.